Welcome to the Retro Quiz Series, Part 1, 1960s edition. Only true 60s legends. Score 25-30. Everyone else struggles. No Googling. Let's go. 1. Which band led the British invasion? The Rolling Stones. B. The Beatles. C. The Who. The Beatles. 2. Who was the U.S. president at the start of the 60s? Richard Nixon. B. John F. Kennedy. C. Lyndon B. Johnson. B. John F. Kennedy. 3. What historic event happened in 1969? A Berlin Wall built. B. Moon landing. C. Woodstock. The moon landing. For who sang Respect? A. Diana Ross. B. Aretha Franklin. C. Tina Turner. B. Aretha Franklin. 5. What was the famous music festival in 1969? A. Coachella. B. Woodstock. C. Lollapalooza. B. Woodstock. Still perfect. Question 10 gets tricky.
6. Which TV show featured a talking horse?
A. Lassie. B. Mr. Ed. C. Bonanza. B. Mr. Ed. 7. Who was the leader of the civil rights movement? A. Malcolm X. B. Martin Luther King Jr. C. Rosa Parks. B. Martin Luther King Jr. 8. What war escalated during the 60s? A. Korean War. B. Vietnam War. C. Gulf War. B. Vietnam War. 9. Which car became a symbol of the era? A. Ford Mustang. B. Tesla. C. Prius. A. Ford Mustang. 10. Who sang I Want to Hold Your Hand? A. Elvis Presley. B. The Beatles. C. The Beach Boys. B. The Beatles. 10. You're officially rare. 11. What was the name of the first man in space? A. Neil Armstrong. B. Yuri Gagarin. C. Buzz Aldrin. B. Yuri Gagarin. 12. Which movie featured a motel and a famous shower scene? A. Psycho. B. Jaws. C. The Birds. A. Psycho. 13. What was the popular dance craze? A. Twist. B. Disco. C. Tango. A. Twist. 14. Who was known as the king of rock and roll? A. Chuck Berry. B. Elvis Presley. C. Little Richard. B. Elvis Presley. 15. Which band sang Good Vibrations? A. The Beatles. B. The Beach Boys. C. The Doors. B. The Beach Boys. Halfway, most people start missing now. 16. Which TV show featured a space mission crew? A. Star Trek. B. Star Wars. C. Lost in Space. A. Star Trek. 17. 17. Who was assassinated in 1968? A. John F. Kennedy. B. Martin Luther King Jr. C. Abraham Lincoln. B. Martin Luther King Jr. 18. What was the counterculture movement called? A. Hippies. B. Punks. C. Goths. A. Hippies. 19. Which British band rivaled the Beatles? A. The Rolling Stones. B. Queen. C. Led Zeppelin. A. The Rolling Stones. 20. What invention became popular for music listening at home? A. CD player. B. Record player. C. MP3. B. Record player. Last 10. Don't slip now. 21. Who starred in Breakfast at Tiffany's? A. Marilyn Monroe. B. Audrey Hepburn. C. Elizabeth Taylor. B. Audrey Hepburn. 22. Which speech included I Have a Dream? A. JFK speech. B. Martin Luther King Jr. C. Malcolm X. B. Martin Luther King Jr. 23. What space agency led the moon mission? A. NASA. B. ESA. C. SpaceX. A. NASA. 24. Which band sang Light My Fire? A. The Doors. B. The Who. C. The Kinks. A. The Doors. 25. What was the Cold War symbolized by? A. Space race. B. Oil crisis. C. Trade wars. A space race. Perfect score. Final questions will test you. 26. Who was the first man on the moon? A. Buzz Aldrin. B. Neil Armstrong. C. John Glenn. B. Neil Armstrong. 27. Which fashion item was iconic? A. Bell-bottoms. B. Hoodies. C. Tracksuits. A. Bell-bottoms. 28. What was the name of the famous prison escape movie? A. The Great Escape. B. Shawshank. C. Escape Plan. A. The Great Escape. 29. Which country built the Berlin Wall? A. USA. B. East Germany. C. USSR. B. East Germany. 30. What was the major cultural shift of the 60s? A. Digital age. B. Counterculture. Revolution. C. Industrial boom. B. Counterculture revolution. So, what's your score? 25 equals you're a true 60s legend. Next, 70s edition, and it only gets harder. Subscribe for the next challenge. Thank you for watching.